Russia raises territorial disputes with Finland ahead of NATO application.
Here's a summary of the article.
Russia may bring into question the status of the Åland Islands, an autonomous region of Finland, and the Saimaa Canal as the country attempts to join NATO, according to reports. Russia's permanent representative to the European Union, Vladimir Chizhov, said Finland's membership in NATO is the reason this will become an issue, according to a RU News 24 report. As for Finland, I immediately have a question on two aspects, the Russian news agency RIA Novosti quoted Chizhov as saying, according to RU News 24. Last week, Russian Deputy Foreign Minister Sergei Ryabakov reiterated that Russia would not accept Finland or Sweden joining NATO. He made the comments to reporters on Monday, relayed through state-owned news agency TASS. He was discussing the news of Sweden's ruling party approving the country's bid to join NATO on Sunday, as well as Finnish politicians calling for their country to join the alliance without delay. Russian President Vladimir Putin, on the same day, weakened the rhetoric of Russia's opposition to NATO expansion. As for the expansion of NATO, including through new members of the alliance Finland, Sweden, Russia wants to inform you that it has no problems with these states, Putin said while speaking at a gathering in Moscow of leaders from the member countries of the Collective Security Treaty Organization, the Russia-backed military alliance. Therefore, in this sense, expansion on account of these countries does not pose a direct threat to Russia, he said.
This post received a score of 28,000, with an upvote ratio of 93%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
It's like they read the FAQ on NATO applications, saw border disputes as an example of causing membership delays, rejections, and immediately put out a press release to act like they're disputing an inconsequential area just to throw a wrench in the process.
The war in Donbas was similar, and active conflict prevents it. The other factor with Donbas was draining Ukrainian resources and preventing the region having any level of prosperity. Even going back to Georgia, there was talk about Georgia coming into NATO and Russia pretty promptly invaded. They won't be able to go to these lengths with Finland, so they'll try and generate something more diplomatically.
And gas. The Donbas is atop the Yuzivska gas field. Discovered in 2010, it would have allowed Ukraine to directly compete with Russia as the main gas provider to Europe. Under Yanukovych, development was slow-walked and, being Putin's puppet, he would never have directly challenged Russia's gas markets. Fast forward to 2014. A pro-Europe Ukrainian government is now in power and controls those gas reserves. So what do you do to maintain your monopoly on European gas sales? Destroy the competition by funding and arming an insurgency in Donbas which prevents any development of the gas fields.
Absolutely, and that goes for the oil fields in Crimean waters as well. People typically look at the natural resources issues from the wrong perspective, Russia wanting them for themselves. The near monopoly on hydrocarbon sales to Europe is what the Russian economy is built on, but it's also what Russian political influence in Europe was built on. Ukrainian resources along with Ukraine wanting to leave the Russian sphere of influence made them a direct threat to the security of the Russian state in the eyes of the Kremlin.
It's not about the oil, it's about the lithium. Just Google Ukraine, lithium. Then overlay your findings on the area the Russians currently control. Lithium being super important to modern civilian tech, let alone military techs.
As a Finn, I felt that these threats have no effect about anything. Finnish companies are not using the Saimaa Canal as it goes through Russia, so it does not matter, and in fact they have randomly closed it time to time, so it was quite unreliable anyway. Land islands are not militarized and if faked there are no plans to add military there. Obviously it can change quite rapidly if some of our neighbors do something stupid towards us. So, this is just a normal Tuesday for us.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.